Good morning. Welcome to our Wednesday Bible study, and we're in the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 today. And I'm not going to read the entire chapter. We're just going to cover maybe about half of it today. But anyway, Proverbs 14, verse 1. The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down. God's wisdom is gender neutral. It is for women as well as for men. God's wisdom is to be the foundation upon which we must build our homes. Otherwise, with our own hands, we will tear them down. Verse 2, whoever fears the Lord walks uprightly, but those who despise him are devious in their ways. On several occasions, the book of Proverbs tells us that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge, and that wisdom needs to be translated into godly living if it's to be honoring to the God we worship and serve. It also follows that those who despise our God will live lives that are evil and devious because they have no desire to please the God who created them. Verse 3, a fool's mouth lashes out with pride, but the lips of the wise protect them. Someone is a fool by virtue of their disregard for the God who is the source of all true knowledge and wisdom. And because their lips and their words are motivated by pride, they are quick to lash out at anyone who disagrees with them. But the lips of the wise protect them because they are humble, not proud. And God gives grace and protection and many other edifying qualities to those who honor him. May we be among those who humble ourselves and find shelter and protection under his wise direction. Verse 4, where there are no oxen, the manger is empty, but from the strength of an ox comes abundant harvests. The manger or the stable can easily be kept clean where there are no oxen or other kinds of livestock. But what good is a stable without the oxen, who are the key to abundant harvests in that day? In the Christian life, we often choose the easy, non-controversial path when spiritual growth only comes in the midst of difficult conversations and self-examination. Verse 5, an honest witness does not deceive, but a false witness pours out lies. By definition, an honest witness is not in the habit of seeking to deceive anyone, but simply seeks to tell the truth. But by definition, a false witness pours out lies because by nature a false witness deals in lies, not truth. Verse 6, the mocker seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the discerning. The mocker seeks wisdom and finds none because he has no interest in seeking it from the one who is the source of all wisdom. But for those who seek to honor the God who is the source of all wisdom and knowledge, that is the ground, that is source of all wisdom and knowledge, that is grounded in truth, it's not hard to come by. Verses 7, 8, 9. Stay away from a fool if you will not find knowledge on their lips. The wisdom of the prudent is to give thoughts to their ways. Let me back up to verse 7. Stay away from a fool, for you will not find knowledge on their lips. The wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is deception. Fools mock at making amends for sin, but goodwill is found among the upright. In verse 10, each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy. Bitterness is the fruit of a prideful heart, and only a prideful person can find joy in self-inflicted bitterness. The wise and godly person has no interest in that kind of self-defeating joy. The godly man or woman finds joy in pleasing God. Verse 11, the house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. Again, so many of the principles lifted up before us in the book of Proverbs are so simple, it's amazing that so many fail to live by them. Shame on us if we find ourselves among those who fail to live by the words of wisdom found in Proverbs and the rest of the scriptures. Verse 12, there is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. The way that is uninformed by the wisdom and the knowledge that only God can give may seem and feel right. But in the end, it leads to death because only the ways of God lead to success and blessing. May we be careful to walk there. Verse 13, even in laughter the heart may ache, and rejoicing may end in grief. Why is that? Because apart from the wisdom that only God can give, there is no genuine and lasting joy, only grief. Verse 14, the faithless will be fully repaid for their ways, and the good rewarded for theirs. As we're told in Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. The faithless will reap what they deserve, and the same is true for the righteous. They will also reap what they deserve, blessings from God. Verse 15, the simple believe anything, but the prudent gives thought to their lips. Here, simple does not mean humble. It means uninformed, unconcerned about anything else. But the prudent man or woman is the one who is concerned about doing what is right in God's sight and will keep digging for the truth until they find it. 16, the wise fear the Lord and shun evil, but a fool is hot-headed and yet feels secure. The wise man or woman is the one who fears and honors the Lord and, like him, shuns evil. But a fool is secure in his foolishness and impulsive anger. Lord, give us the kind of wisdom that shuns what you hate and embrace what you love and what pleases you. Here ends our time in Proverbs chapter 14. Join us for Sunday worship at St. John's, and I trust you will have a great day. Thank you.